welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We'll see the talented pair of Middleton and Янниса at forward. Damian Lillard out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, the front court is McDaniels and Taunts. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to Lopez. And the shot goes in.
That was not easy, but Lopez is solid playing through contact.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's McDaniels. He's covered closely. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Янниса.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against a smaller defender, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark. Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw.
Watch out down. Look out below. Edward's rising to the rafters.
Here's Lillard. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Taunts. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
Beasley finds Янниса. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Beasley dishes to Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Taunts against Янниса. And that one's good. Taunts. 7 points in the game.
Taking the contact and scoring. Towns not to be denied of the bucket there.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Adetokunbо, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Edwards against Beasley. Tips it, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Absolute heartbreak, Clark, for the Bucks last year in the postseason.
You're right, Kevin. It was a shocker to see the Bucks go down in the first round as the 1 seed. And Miami really handled them, too. Knocked them out of there in 5 games. The Heat played with a lot of energy, got contributions from a lot of different players, and key defensive stops with a balanced attack. Did Milwaukee in. And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Loads it up for Яннис. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Love the read there from Adetokunbо. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Taunts for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. To the paint. Here's Adetokunbo. And that one is off. Taunts with the defensive effort. Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Middleton looking it over. Adetokunbo finds Lillard. Fires the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Lillard from outside. Here's Lopez, and there's the call by the official. They'll cut the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
With 4 seconds on the clock.
What a swat by Яннис. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Taunts is out there with Reed, and it's Conley in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Яннис Adetokunbо could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night. I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, DA, thanks for the report.
For the ability to knife inside and convert, Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Here is Edwards. He has 5. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post-play. So I do think the game has changed. Not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Three-pointer, Lillard. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 12. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Morris. Driving inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Morris. Gobert's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. Last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable. The results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
Adetokunbo, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Middleton making his presence known on defense. Terrific block.
Misses from short range. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Morris. Good. Nice job down low.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Taunts. Lillard against Taunts. Here's Adetokunbo. And the Bucks miss again. Minnesota leading by 14. Here's Morris. They get it back. And Gobert kicks to Morris. And finished off by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Lillard looking around. Into the lane. And Lillard throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Here's Taunts. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Taunts. Al Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bucks trail by 14. Lillard left side. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 19 points.
And this is Lillard's bread and butter. He's always ready to pull from that range. And people always depend on him. One, to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards passes to Morris, and he uses the glass on the lane. Morris has got 6 in this quarter.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better and improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Monte Morris. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Minnesota now. It's a 10-point game. Edwards, that's good.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Portis, Gobert with the block. Edwards drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards.
Got it, the cold-blooded buzzer beater.
Clutch, much in the clutch. Woo-hoo. How about that? Yeah.
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel Shaquille O'Neal. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They lead by 11. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, they might get the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshot.
And over to And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaching. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Middleton and Янниса slot in to small and power forward. Bobby Portis out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez and at the center, locking down the middle.
And that close, he's almost automatic. No wonder the defense is all over Gobert.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And Gobert drops them both.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well. So good at finding these spots. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
And it's Taunts with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Down low. Edwards can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
To the wing on the left. Outside, Taunts. Another miss by Minnesota.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lillard against Conley. Lillard, the pass to Adetokunbo, and the dunk by Янниса.
The decision-making of Adetokunbo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Lillard misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Lillard from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
You have to be impressed with the offensive production that they have got it firing on also.
And you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Minnesota leading by 17. Pass to Taunts. It's thrown by Adetokунбо. Passes it to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 30 points.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You can't see.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Andrew Beverly is checked in for Bobby Lewis.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Giannis kicks to Lillard. Takes a three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Reid, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Bucks trail by 12. .27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the lob at Adetokунbо. Beverly against Edwards. Over Lopez. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taunts and Gobert hold down the post for him. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Conley, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Inside. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Taunts. And it's 6 points for Mike Conley.
And Cat remains an excellent passer at his position. Outstanding at seeing the floor and finding teammates.
To the paint. And Taunts throws it down.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Lillard, the pass to Adetokунbо, and the jump by Янниса.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Conley against Lillard. Lillard with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from about 19 feet. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Adetokunbo. Conley against Lillard. From deep three-point land. Rebound, Minnesota. Taunts has got his 6th rebound on the night. Conley's shot is off. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Trailing by 19. Lillard against Conley. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Adetokunbo up top. Defended by Taunts.
Excellent defense from McDaniel. Jaden's length and activity really a problem for shooting.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the win in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Yep, it counts.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
To the middle, here's Alexander Walker.
Standing execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Assisted by
Lillard from outside, and Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Count that bucket.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Conley against Lillard. To the inside. Here's Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot. Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
For the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass, Conley. Towns, the pass to Conley. That one goes. Counting.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Close it up for Giannis.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge.